Agnetha Fältskog and Björn Ulvaeus, the legendary ABBA couple who once captivated the world with timeless hits like Dancing Queen and Mamma Mia. Because of the two girls with the the vocals, thank you, love, kiss on the cheek, okay. But after their heartbreaking divorce in 1980, what truly happened between them? So I remember we felt very, very sad. We had such a good time as well, so we didn't want to go back for years. Intriguing rumors about their relationship conflicts and even the possibility of reconciliation have kept fans endlessly curious. And now at 74, Agnetha has finally broken her silence, officially revealing a shocking truth. How can you explain that? It's so difficult. What really happened? Let's uncover the story in today's video. A sweet love story. ABBA was more than just a band, it was an emblem of an era. With their vibrant melodies and deeply emotional vocals, they won millions of hearts across the world. Behind the dazzling spotlight, the stories of the band members carried many ups and downs, especially the relationship between Agnetha Fältskog and Björn Ulvaeus. Their first meeting in 1968 was nothing short of fate. At the time, Björn was a member of the Hooten Singers while Agnetha was a promising solo artist. From the very first moment, there was an undeniable connection. Björn later recalled that moment, saying, "I knew there was something special about her, not just her voice, but an unexplainable charm that drew me in." Well, Benny and I met really on tour in Sweden, and we thought that we would start writing together, and so we did. And a few years after that, Anna found me. Oh, she did. She fell in love with me. I thought. Their romance blossomed quickly. In just 2 years later, in 1970, they made their relationship public. The young couple received overwhelming support from fans, as they were not only a perfect match but also two rising stars in Sweden's music scene. Björn's brilliant songwriting skills paired with Agnetha's pure and emotional vocals made them seem like the perfect love story in the eyes of their admirers. Shortly after going public, they tied the knot in 1971 in a wedding that was widely celebrated by fans and the media. It was a grand occasion, and the images of Agnetha in a stunning white gown beside Björn, who beamed with joy, became etched in the memories of many. The pair was soon dubbed the royal couple of Swedish pop music. During their years together, their love was not only evident in their personal lives but also beautifully reflected in their music. The heartfelt duets, the affectionate glances on stage, everything seemed to affirm that they were truly meant for each other. In an interview, Agnetha once said, "When I sang with Björn, it felt as if the whole world disappeared, leaving just the two of us." But real life is not always as harmonious as a song. As ABBA's fame skyrocketed, their hectic schedules, endless tours, and the pressures of the entertainment industry began taking a toll on their relationship. Private moments became rare, replaced by exhaustion and stress. By the late 1970s, their efforts to hold on, the growing distance between them, became undeniable. In 1980, they officially divorced, bringing nearly a decade of love to an end. For fans, it was a heartbreaking moment. How could a couple so admired, so seemingly perfect, not make it through? But instead of parting ways entirely, they made an extraordinary decision to continue working together in ABBA. Well, we got married, and then after a while the marriage didn't work, but we still worked very well together as musicians and artists. So we decided to split up the marriage but not split up ABBA. While most couples after a breakup prefer to avoid each other, Agnetha and Björn maintained a level of professionalism that was nothing short of remarkable. Agnetha once admitted standing on the same stage with Björn wasn't always easy, but music has always been bigger than anything else. Though no longer husband and wife, they remained respectful and continued contributing to ABBA's success. This unique bond played a crucial role in keeping the band alive as a global phenomenon. Regardless of their personal struggles, the songs they recorded after their breakup were no longer just joyful melodies. They carried a deeper, more poignant emotional weight. Looking back, Agnetha and Björn's love story was more than just a romantic relationship between two artists. It was a testament to the highs and lows of love in the entertainment industry. They loved passionately, created unforgettable music together, and though they were no longer a couple, they remained inseparable. Whenever the media and the public spoke about one, the other was never far behind. One might have thought that after their divorce their story would simply fade into the past, a closed chapter in their lives. The love they once shared gave rise to endless speculation over the decades. These mysteries have kept the fascination surrounding Agnetha and Bjorn alive, making their story one that never ceases to intrigue. So what exactly has fueled the public's endless curiosity about this legendary couple? Surrounded by rumors since their divorce in 1980, the relationship between Agnetha Fältskog and Bjorn Elvis has remained a topic of public fascination. Once the golden couple of ABBA, they created timeless hits together, and even after their separation, the stories surrounding them never truly faded. Over the years, countless rumors have emerged, speculations about a possible reconciliation, post-divorce conflicts, and the truth behind the deeply emotional songs they performed. One of the most frequently discussed rumors is that Agnetha and Bjorn still have feelings for each other or perhaps even rekindled their romance in secret. There have been multiple occasions where they were spotted together at events, engaged in warm conversations or sharing laughter as if no distance had ever come between them. These moments led many to believe that while they were no longer husband and wife, their bond was something more than just friendship. Some fans even speculated that they had quietly reconciled but chose not to reveal it. When asked about this, Agnetha simply smiled and said, "Some relationships don't need a definition. They are meant to be felt." Beyond the romantic speculations, there were also whispers of post-divorce tensions. Some believed that behind their professional appearances, they had gone through difficult moments. Certain ABBA songs, most notably "The Winner Takes It All," were often thought to be Agge's personal reflection on their breakup. The melancholic melody and lyrics filled with regret made listeners deeply feel the sorrow of a woman left behind. When asked whether the song was based on their story, Bjorn once responded, "I wrote that song, but it was Agnetha who brought it to life in the hearts of the audience." Regardless of the many speculations, neither of them has ever publicly criticized or spoken negatively about the other. On stage, they remained professional, delivering performances that moved audiences worldwide. This fueled another theory: had they ever truly let go of each other? When ABBA returned with the ABBA Voyage project, Agnetha and Bjorn once again stood side by side, reviving memories for millions of fans. A longtime ABBA admirer once remarked, "When they sing together, you can feel something that never really faded." And after years of silence, at 74, Agnetha has finally spoken out, directly addressing the questions fans have been wondering about for so long: the final answers. Agnetha Fältskog and Bjorn Elvis are no longer at the peak of their careers as they were during ABBA's golden years, but they remain connected to music in their own ways. Bjorn continues to work in the entertainment industry, participating in various musical projects and playing a key role in the creation of ABBA Voyage, a show that uses hologram technology to bring ABBA's younger selves back to the stage. He maintains his confident demeanor, frequently appearing in the media and discussing projects related to the band. Agnetha, on the other hand, has chosen a more private life. After stepping away from the spotlight, she has spent most of her time with family, enjoying peace away from the dazzling world of show business. Though she rarely makes public appearances, her love for music remains. Occasionally, she releases personal projects, such as her 2023 album A+, a surprising comeback after years of silence. The golden couple of ABBA once shared a love story that seemed like a dream, admired by many. Because of this, rumors about a possible reunion have persisted over the years, with people wondering whether their past feelings had truly faded or if they still lingered beneath the surface. In a recent interview, when asked about the rumors of reuniting with Bjorn, Agnetha simply smiled and said, "I understand why people are still curious about us. We had a wonderful past together, but now everything is different." A simple, weighty response that made it clear their relationship no longer carried the romantic essence that some had hoped for. She also emphasized that the speculation about rekindling their romance was unfounded. People tend to idealize what they cherish, but life isn't like a love song. It changes, and so do we. For Agnetha, once loving each other deeply, both had moved on with their own lives. What remained between them was not longing or regret, but a sincere respect for one another, like longtime companions on a shared journey. Beyond the rumors of reconciliation, there had also been speculation that their relationship behind the scenes was not as harmonious as it appeared. Some ABBA songs, particularly The Winner Takes It All, led many to believe that past wounds had never fully healed. Agnetha did not deny that the song carried deep personal emotions, but she made it clear, no matter what we felt at the time, Bjorn and I never let personal matters affect ABBA. We always maintained professionalism and understood our roles. Ultimately, Agnetha affirmed that no matter how many rumors arose, what mattered most was the friendship they still shared. Bjorn will always be a part of my life, not as an ex-husband, but as a friend, a colleague whom I will always cherish. And perhaps, after all the speculation, this sincerity is the clearest answer of all. A relationship no longer defined by romantic love, enduring in a deeper way through music, memories, and mutual appreciation. Bjorn has expressed similar sentiments when speaking about Agnetha. He acknowledged that although their marriage ended, they never lost their respect for each other. I think we handled everything as maturely as possible. The important thing is that we never let personal emotions interfere with the music. This level of understanding allowed them to continue working together without letting past feelings affect the band. Bjorn had also reflected on this period, saying, "We knew that what mattered most was the music, and neither of us wanted to damage that. We wrote songs that reflected our real emotions. Those are memories that will never fade, but what's important is that we both moved forward in our own ways." His words reinforced the truth that, while no longer a couple, they never experienced conflicts serious enough to break ABBA's bond. ABBA's confirmation offers a definitive answer to those who have long hoped for a different ending to their story. Though their past love has remained in history, they continue to share a special connection, as two soulmates who have endured life's ups and downs and still hold each other in high regard. And perhaps that is even more precious than a fairy tale reunion. The love lives after the breakup. After their separation, Agnetha Fältskog and Bun Elvis took different paths in their love lives. Away from the spotlight, both experienced their own romantic journeys, filled with ups and downs just as intense as their years together. Bjorn did not take long to move on. In 1981, just a year after his divorce from Agnetha, he married Lena Kurjo, a Swedish journalist. The marriage happened rather quickly, surprising many and leading to speculation about whether Bjorn had truly moved past his deep relationship with Agnetha. For him, though, it was a new chapter, a fresh start after heartbreak. Lena brought him stability, a contrast to the turbulent years of being part of ABBA. They spent over 40 years together building a solid family and having 2 daughters. To the public, their marriage appeared to be a happy one, as Bjorn rarely spoke of any conflicts. He once spoke of his wife with deep appreciation. "Lena has given me a peaceful life and a different perspective on marriage." In 2022, Bjorn and Lena unexpectedly announced their separation, ending their more than 4-decade-long marriage. The exact reasons were never disclosed, but both confirmed that they parted amicably and remained on good terms. This, in turn, sparked rumors about whether Bun still had lingering feelings for Agnetha, especially with ABBA's reunion and their collaboration on the ABBA Voyage project. Aga's romantic path was more turbulent. One of her first relationships after the divorce was with a Swedish surgeon, a man outside the entertainment industry who brought the peace she had always longed for. During this time, Agnetha sought to escape media attention and carve out a private life for herself, away from the spotlight and the endless speculation about her and Bjorn. She once said in an interview, "I don't need loud love. I just want someone who understands and accepts me for who I truly am, not the Agnetha on stage." Things did not unfold as she had hoped. Over time, she realized that no matter how much she tried, she could never fully escape the immense shadow of her past. The public constantly brought up Bjorn. Questions about ABBA and comparisons between her new relationship and her old marriage left her feeling drained. Gradually, the relationship faded. There were no dramatic conflicts or public breakups, just a quiet realization that they were not meant for each other. After a brief time together, they went their separate ways without much noise. Agnetha never spoke much about this relationship, perhaps because she did not want it to become a subject of public discussion. But one thing was clear: no matter how hard she tried to move on, she always found it difficult to rediscover a love as complete as before. After this, Agnetha withdrew further from the outside world. She devoted more time to her family and focused on personal projects rather than pursuing a new relationship. Perhaps she had come to realize that happiness did not necessarily depend on having a man by her side, that sometimes inner peace was the most important thing. In 1990, Agnetha married Tove Sonnenfeld, a successful businessman, but the marriage ended after just a few years. After that, she rarely went public with any other relationships. One of the most notable chapters in her love life was her controversial involvement with an obsessive fan, Gert Vander. This man pursued her for years to the point of Beck becoming a disturbing fixation. They briefly had a relationship in the late 1990s, but Agnetha cut ties after realizing his instability. Gert was even legally banned from approaching her after multiple attempts to contact and stalk her in an alarming manner. Although their post-divorce love stories took different turns, neither Agnetha nor Budge ever found a relationship that could fully replace what they once had together. While BJN built a stable family life for 4 decades, Agnetha chose a more reclusive path, avoiding public scrutiny. She once admitted, "I have always felt more comfortable being alone. That's how I find peace." What remains after the love has ended? After so many years, Aga's words have put an end to the rumors surrounding the two of them and their love story. She and Bjorn are no longer a couple and have no intention of rekindling their romantic relationship. What is truly valuable, though, is that they have maintained a lasting friendship, a special bond that not everyone can preserve after breakup. They continue to respect and support each other in musical projects, and most importantly, they will always be a significant part of each other's journey. What do you think about Agnetha and Bjorn's relationship after all these years? Why do you think they were able to work together in the same group even after their breakup? Leave a comment below and join the discussion, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel so you won't miss more fascinating stories.